Hey guys, welcome back to day 15 of Animal Crossing. Yay! Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna get started today, and it's about 12 o'clock now. And I don't know what I'm gonna be doing today. I think I'll just be doing normal chores and stuff, and then once I pay off enough of the loan, then once I get enough, once I get enough money, then I will be paying off my loan a little bit today. The bell should be ringing soon for 12 o'clock. And it's about to. Speak of... Okay. Yeah, now it's 12 o'clock. And... I don't know why I did that in the first place. But okay. So let's go take a look at Nook's shop and see what he has. Okay. So I guess today I'll start talking about Amazing Race. Now, there's nothing really much to say about that show now. Um, Last night's episode, I guess, was okay. There wasn't, like, that much. It wasn't as dramatic as last week. Last week, so many people messed up and chose the wrong, did not follow directions, and so they had to back up and all that stuff. This week, not so much. It was pretty much straightforward all the way through. The one thing, though, I do have to comment uh, on one of the groups, though. For some reason, one of the groups, Amani and Marcus, what I found was really strange was they asked for a green rug, nothing really great. Nope. What else? Plaza tile? No, no, no. I'm looking for kitty tile. But Amani and Marcus, let me just say something about them. I really was displeased with what they did. You know, for somebody who got the answer, the first couple of teams that actually came in and that were leading, they told them the exact answer that they're supposed to know. All the finger hand gestures and everything and the counts. They told them everything. But for some reason, I don't know why, what their problem was. I don't know why they didn't remember it. It was so obvious. And when I just saw them, when I just saw them just mess up and not remember everything, I just like, what the hell are you thinking? I was like, I really thought that they were going to get eliminated. They did not get eliminated this week, and I was like, fine, But seriously, they need to really get their act together because that was terrible. I've never seen it happen where the group that actually gets help actually doesn't listen or something. I don't know. What? I don't know. I can't really say anything about that. Anyways, right now I'm just gonna be rearranging my house a little bit. I think I gotta go into the wardrobe and put stuff away. But yeah, I was not impressed with the way that Amani and Marcus handled that situation. If they were such in a rush and they didn't feel like they were gonna remember it, they should have just written it down. I don't know why they were so, I don't know. They were not like following directions too. So I was like, oh frick that, oh frickin'. It was so easy. It was so easy to just listen, and they just did not do that. So I don't know. I don't really know what to say about it. I didn't really love that. But other than that, there was nothing really like that irritating or tonight. It was kind of the same thing, like every single week. I think though that I'm kind of getting tired of it. Maybe I'm just getting tired of the show. That's why it's not really that great. Let's see, let's move this cat over here. But, I think that's how I feel about a lot of the shows nowadays anyways, because I feel like a lot of them just do the same things. They function the same way as everything else, so So, anyways, that was pretty much it. And then I talked a little bit about X Factor yesterday with the UK version. So I'm watching the UK version later than what it's supposed to be. It's actually on Saturday night in the UK. And for me, it's like around Saturday morning when I actually get to see it. So, I won't actually see it at the time it's supposed to be at. So I'll just watch it a little bit later and see how that goes. And I have to say, the the show itself, I'm actually kind of liking it in the UK. The UK version actually is not that bad. I thought it wasn't going to be as good because a lot of the judges that were there last season were not there. The only one that was there this season is Louis. And I think it was good. I think it was fine. The episode was fine. There was a couple of bad ones. But there's always a couple of bad ones, and I'm done with moving stuff around. So I'm gonna just do my daily chores now and take care of some shells and some coconuts and all that other stuff, and selling it back to Nook and getting some money, and then I'll find the money rock and stuff like that. So I think. Maybe I'll just talk about that. For the most part, I'll just talk about the people that I thought were really good. The other people, there was a lot of okay performances. I didn't really was blown away by a lot of them, but there was a lot of at least better than okay or better, which is good. I think there was only like 3 or 4 groups I really just didn't care. Well, actually, more like 4 or 5 groups I actually didn't care about so much. Let's see. The people that I really liked, as far as who they were all like towards the end of the show. The beginning of the show, it started off actually kind of good. You know, these names are probably not going to mean anything because it's a UK version, but I think the first couple started off the show really nicely. Amelia, she was the one that actually got eliminated. They actually eliminated based off the judges. The judges chose one person from each of their groups to get eliminated, and I actually didn't think that she should have went. I think there was another girl that was more deserving to go than her. She sang Billie Jean by MJ, and I actually liked the remix. I don't know why the judges cut her. I don't really understand. I would have cut another girl. Well, like I said, I would have cut another girl. I thought her vocals were kind of like Christina-esque. It sounded, kind of rocky at the beginning. Well, gravelly, I should say. It sounded really nice towards the end of the song. The beginning was a little bit like, it's okay. Beginning was okay because it was a little bit slow, but when she got into it, when it started to get faster, she really got into the song a lot better, and I think that she did a good job with it. I liked it. And then the next guy, Johnny Robinson, oh, this guy irritates me. He sang "Believe" by Cher. I was like, okay, it's kind of a strange choice for a guy, but okay, let's see how it sounds like. I don't know what possessed him to do it the way that he did, but it was very, very chipmunky. I mean, it was like Cher on helium. It was so high vocally in his register that I felt like it didn't sound. It was strange. It was strange because I actually thought his vocal wasn't that bad. It was just high. In key, it was high. It was much higher than Cher's. So that was kind of that. The vocals were actually fine. It was just the performance. I just really didn't understand what he was doing in the performance. It was he was wearing this like aluminum foil coat, and I just didn't get it. I didn't really understand why he did it that way. I didn't feel it. I thought it was okay, but I think it could have been better. performance didn't make any sense for me. That's why I think. Um, Up next was Rhythmic singing Super Bass by Nicki Minaj. That was okay. That one actually I liked their vocal too, but I didn't like that song. There was a couple of people that where I felt like the song was kind of just blah. I felt like get rid of it. That's a terrible song, but they sounded good, and so a lot of people fell into this category where the song sucked, but their vocals were good, and I felt like they. I feel like when these people figure out the perfect song for them, 100% they will be good. You know, I thought they were fine. Like I said, vocally they were fine. Just a little bit out of sync, with each other. They were kind of, they were actually one of the groups, four girls, I believe, and they were kind of not singing at the same time with each other. That's why I was saying it was kind of out of sync at the beginning, but they were fine. I liked it, but I didn't love it. Up next is Frankie cause cause Kokoza, I don't know what is it. He's saying the A team again. It was the same reaction I said about the group. I hated the song, but I liked his tone and his voice. I liked how he sings his songs. So you know, I thought it was decent too, just like the last group. But I think it could have been better. It just needs to find a better song. Up next was Sophie Habias. Habias? Yeah. She's saying Teenage Dream. This is the girl that I thought that should have went, personally, because I just felt like her vocal was okay on the song, and their tone was okay, but I hated that arrangement. For Teenage Dream, it was way too slow, and she kind of did a piano kind of ballad performance, and I was like, okay, you're taking a different direction, but you need to kind of speed it up because it's kind of lullaby-ish. It's too slow. And it's okay to have a lullaby if you make it really nice and pretty, but it wasn't like that. I guess, and again, the song was just blah. I don't really like that song either. And then we had a montage of bad people. We had a montage of bad people because they were just awful. Johnjo Kerr, he's saying you really got me. That was boring. Sorry. It was very karaoke. Now there was nothing special about the vocal. There was nothing special about the vocal. There was nothing special about the performance. It was kind of boring and lazy a little bit, low energy, and for me it was just the worst. It was the worst one of the bunch of 16 that they had. Then they had Two Shoes singing something kind of ooh by Girls Aloud. I didn't feel like this was a good performance either. It was just kind of flat to me. I don't feel like they were anywhere near par with what Girls Out Loud sound like. A little bit gimmicky too. And back in season, I think 9, of Idol, there was a girl called Nikki Nix that actually sang this song during her auditions. And I actually thought she sang that better than Two Shoes. So it was not good. But yeah, it was a group of two girls, and they were just not good, and I'm just gonna skip that. Next is James Michael singing Ticket to Ride. I did not like that at all, either. It was it was another WGWG, a white guy or girl with a guitar. And, I'm just sick and tired of listening to these kind of singers. They need to bring something, if they're gonna do that, they need to bring something really special to these songs. And this was nothing special about Ticket to Ride. Ticket to Ride, again, for me, is not a song that you can do that satisfies changeable or maybe satisfies a competition. It's just a song. So I thought it was just okay. Wasn't really feeling it. Misha B was next, singing "Rolling in the Deep." How many times must I listen to "Rolling"? I must have heard "Rolling in the Deep" like 1,000 times in the past, 5 months. I'm really sick and tired of people singing "Rolling in the Deep." I do not want to hear any more people singing "Rolling in the Deep." I thought she had a different spin on it, but I that was not my favorite version. I don't know, the rap just didn't work for me. She did kind of a rapper version of that song, and it was okay. I thought she was decent. She has star quality, but whatever. New Vibe was next, singing Beautiful People. I didn't like their performance actually. They were another group that was like, okay, if they left, I would be fine with it. I thought their vocals were just background noise. There was nothing distinct or special about it. There was no leader. There was nothing to get excited about with this performance. So I was like, okay, fine, just let them go. Marcus Collins is next. He's saying "Moves Like Jagger." Again, it's another song I'm sick and tired of listening to a billion times. I thought his vocals were okay. The performance was okay. I felt like that was kind of weird. He was kind of wearing a crooner, like, nice dress shirt, but it was a very tacky, weird contemporary song. So it just didn't go together. Everything just didn't go together in the performance aspect. And then that's pretty much where the show started turning around for me. Sammy Brooks was next singing Free. I never heard that song before. I actually liked her vocal on it. Thought it was a good choice for her. Um, I think though the only thing I had to say was it was a little bit old fashioned, and we have a Nook notice too. So we're gonna have to come back a little bit later. The Risk was next. They sang She Said, another song I did not know. I actually liked that performance. That was a good I thought that was a good choice for them. It fit their vocals. A little bit flat at times. The only thing I would say is a little bit flat. Craig Colton was next singing Jar of Hearts. I actually thought that that was great. I thought that was the best performance of the night. I thought the arrangement worked. He sounded good on it. And unfortunately, I cannot talk about more about this. So next time, which I'm going to talk a little bit later, I'll go back to this. Okay, bye.